Hey guys, welcome to Abby's Auras, or welcome back if you've been here before. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Hey guys, so this one is probably going to be really short, but this is the most simplest way to manifest money. So it's called the purse technique or the wallet technique or the bag technique, whatever you want to call it, whatever you use to carry around your cash or your card. So I can say from experience that when I go into my purse, it doesn't make me feel okay, it doesn't make me feel sad, or it doesn't make me feel amazing. I just feel nothing because there's just a load of plastic cards in there and loads of receipts and just, them cards you get if you have like a coffee or a haircut and then you get a little stamp. That's pretty much it. There's never really any money there because I don't use cash. I always use card or my phone. So sometimes I don't even actually take my purse. So I never really see cash. It feels like money is so absent in a sense to people in the day, in a sense to it's just digits on a screen now. It's not really something we hold like we used to. We used to hold it so much and we used to see how much we had. But now it's just it's just numbers, and a lot of it actually isn't really even tangible. Like all of the cash in the world, if everyone was to withdraw their cash, there wouldn't be enough, because actually most of it is actually just a kind of a lie almost. It's just a code in a machine. And yeah, so when we open up our purses, it's kind of like we're subconsciously seeing there, like it's going into our subconscious that there's no money there, and it doesn't make us feel excited about like having an abundance of money. So I'm going to tell you a few different ways how to use this technique. So personally for me, I think it's good to withdraw some money from your bank. And I know that if you've got not a lot of money, it can feel like, well, it's only this amount, or it's good to have a few hundred in there, or whatever it is. So if you feel like it's not going to work for you if you don't have a few £100 in your purse, and then when you open up your purse you feel rich and abundant and amazing, it's not the case. Having £5 in there is better than nothing, because when you look at it you see, I have £5, like it makes you feel happy. So I suggest that you withdraw some money and just keep it in your purse, and then just every now and then just look at it and just hold it and just say, thank you universe. Like even take your purse to bed. It sounds really weird. Take your purse to bed and before you go to sleep, because this is the time period of where we're gonna, whatever we absorb through our ears or our eyes or our thoughts is going to go with us into our stages of where we go more into the subconscious. So then it's going to be manifesting. So if we are seeing money and we're feeling and touching money and saying thank you so much, we are enhancing that feeling, then we are then going to take that into our subconscious as we sleep. And then, that gratefulness of money is going to tenfold when we wake up, and, we're going to see so much money coming into our life. So I don't know why I've never talked about this, because it feels like it's much more fun than kind of writing something down on a piece of paper. So personally, I think it's good if you don't have much money to maybe just put something aside each month into your purse that you're not going to touch. Even if it is just like £1 or £2 or £5 or £10, and actually have it in cash in your purse and just keep collecting it almost, so you can actually see it growing. And the more you keep noticing that it's there and like saying thank you universe, like I'm feeling that emotion, feeling that gratitude, it's just going to bring it more into your life, because you're not opening that purse to emptiness and just plastic, and like kind of feeling like not joyed about it. Every time I pay on my card, I don't really feel anything. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just paying a bill, or I'm just doing this, because it's just a card. It doesn't really feel like money. So I highly suggest to do that. If you are not one for purses or wallets or handbags, then have jars around your house. So I've talked about this one, I think. So basically, if you put a jar in everywhere, you kind of, in the busiest part of your home really, and then you add £1 to it every now and then, or like notes if you can, whatever it is, just add some money to it. And then you can just see it grow, and just every time you look at that jar, you have to say, thank you, universe, for always bringing me money. And then like you're actually putting focus, but a positive spin on it, but you're focusing on money and being grateful for it. So it just automatically then shows the universe like, she's so grateful to have all this money, let's bring her more. So this is a really good one to have next to your bed as well. So when you're going to sleep, just before you go to sleep, you know, tell your jar of money like, thank you for always being there for me and growing abundantly. Whatever it is, I just make this up, like what to say. Like, it's whatever feels good to you. If you're sitting there and you don't want to say, thank you for always growing abundantly, because that feels weird to you, and you want to say something like, thank you, God, for always taking care of me, then you say that. Like, you need to say what feels good and right to you. So yeah, I just say whatever comes at the top of my head. So just actually think about how money makes you feel when you see it in your hand, and it makes you feel a lot happier than when you see an empty purse. So you can use the jar technique, you can use the purse technique, you can even sleep with money under your pillow, just literally a £5 again, or whatever it is, like please don't lose it. But you can sleep with it under your pillow, and you know, hold it before you go to bed and just say, thank you, universe. Like, and like that's literally the energy around that. You're gonna be like raining dollars next time. So this is a really good way of basically growing your money. I always used to say to my mum, if I'd ask for something, she'd always say, money doesn't grow on trees. And I was really cocky, and I'd be like, well, money is paper, and paper is trees, so it does. And it made me laugh because she used to shout at me for saying that. But now, as I've gotten older, I've actually found out that trees can be associated with money, in a sense of, trees are so abundant, and when we see trees, it's energy, it's very wise and powerful, magical energy. So we could just use that as a sign of like, money is coming to me. Like, people actually do that. They use trees as it, because you know, forest is abundant and money is abundant, because you know, money always comes to us. So I found that really interesting, because it just reminded me of my mum when she used to say, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, now it really doesn't, because it's plastic. But anyways, you know the saying. Also, someone, I think it was Annie's video I watched, she said that bees are a sign of money. I don't know why, but people associate bees with money. Oh, I think it's bees, money, honey. Yeah, I don't know if that's like slang and that's why they associate it with it. But also bees, you can basically make up your own sign, and you know, every time you see that sign, you know that money's coming to you, and you'll tell the universe, okay, universe or spirit guides, this is going to be my sign for money. So this is what I'm going, every time I see this, I'm going to know that money's coming to me. So every time you see it, you have to say to the universe, like, thank you for always showing me that money's coming to me, or just make a note in your head like, yes, money's coming to me. Like, whatever it is, just celebrate and just feel excited about it, that money is coming. So I have a lot of different signs for different things, but honestly, anything, I'm like, oh, there's a petal, yeah, money's coming to me. Like, I just make it up. Like, that doesn't actually, that's not my sign, but I'm just trying to reaffirm to that subconscious that anything I see in the whole world means money's coming to me. So yeah. But let me know in the comments below what your sign is for money. Yeah, I feel really good about money now. It's took me a while. And I thought that it would be nice to make this video because it's more of a fun way of manifesting money rather than a way where you can kind of hold a little bit of resistance, because that's what I personally used to do. I just found it the hardest to manifest because I needed it, and I have like at the time I had a son who depended on me. I would worry a lot, and it was hard for me to detach from that worrying, that like, what if something goes wrong, you know? So that's why I found it so hard to manifest, and I knew that that's why I was finding it hard. And then I was unraveling loads of limited beliefs I had around it, where like I read a book, I cannot remember which one. I will find out and link it below because I've read so many money books. But you guys will probably know what I'm on about anyway. And he said that you can kind of mimic, or like, I can't remember how he said it, but he said you can kind of, model, he said, your parents and how they received money. So it made me laugh because he talks about modelling in two different ways, and I did both of them. And it makes me laugh because my mum had multiple jobs and she was such a beautiful, happy person, and like she was always kind and caring and trying to help people and things like that. And then I had a really good relationship with my mum, but she's passed now. So then on the other hand, I modelled her because I have had multiple jobs at the same time, and I've always struggled for money. She struggled for money as well, and I'm caring and I try and help people a little bit, probably more than I should sometimes. So I modelled her completely. But then also on the flip side, he talks about modelling in a different way, where you can kind of not want to be like someone, so you're so scared of being like them, you kind of push it away. So on the flip side, I didn't have a very good relationship with my dad, and he has money, and you know, he's not the kindest of people. He's not a very nice person, let's just say. Just say it, I don't even care anymore. So yeah, so then I would be so scared of being like him. I would be frightened of ever like being the way he was, so I would push it away. And I genuinely didn't even know that that was a fear until I read that book, and it was talking about modelling, and then it flipped it around and talked about it in that way. It just really hit home, and I was like, oh, subconscious, I didn't mean that. Like I want the money, I just don't want to be, yeah, mean. So I didn't realise, and I had to really try and sort that out, and that took a while. But yeah, there's so many different ways that we can associate money and not even mean to do it, you know. We might not even know that we think a way until it kind of just pops up in a situation. You're like, I didn't know I thought that, but it just comes up, and then you realise and you can remove it. So yeah, I just thought I would share that with you guys, because that was a big shocker for me, because people would always say, you know, if they felt worthy enough, and I'm like, yeah, I feel worthy, like I feel a queen. I feel like I'm a queen, and like I know my worth. So I think because I felt like that, I was like, well, I don't understand why I'm struggling to manifest money, because everyone else says then they don't feel worthy when they're trying to manifest money, and I definitely do. But it was other things. There's so many other things that, you know, you could have limited beliefs around. So I will link the book in the description below. I will find it. I have it on Audible, I think it's called. I can't even remember. It is very late. I am very tired. But anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you think anyone will resonate with my content, then please give my page a share. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!